everybody. Okay, so recently a young lady contacted me wanting advice on how to handle a situation that's been going on with her pretty recently. Like, this is a recent issue, so let's get right into it. I'm going to call her Confused Cancer because her birthday is July 5th. I recently met a very nice person online. We clicked immediately and shared many interests. We met for the first time this past Friday, and I brought my 5-month-old daughter along. This person, I feel, is now flipping the script because for the rest of the weekend they think I'm calling and texting too much. Needless to say, I got a little upset. Now, mind you, I never kissed or even touched this person. It was basically a meet and greet type of situation. I feel like I barely know this person now, and I'm very hurt. This person has a very demanding job, and say I won't understand they can't be around all the time. This person is trying to make it seem like I'm being too clingy or coming on too strong. So now they're like, I don't want a sexual relationship, nor a relationship at all. But in the same breath, this person said whenever I may need a babysitter, they would be there. Odd, right? I'm really confused and left wondering, why am I always the one to feel like I'm doing too much or not enough? Now, I did reword the email a little bit. So that's her issue. So, okay, with that said, Cancer, first of all, you're a very emotional person. You already know that. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people will tell you you're a very emotional person and can come off very moody, like people don't know how to approach you sometimes because you can be very emotional and moody at the drop of a hat over something very minor. And I'm not saying that this has anything to do with the situation, but you have to understand that when people read you or read your personality, you come off just like you feel before you think. The fact that this guy, I'm assuming it's a guy, the fact that this person is feeling like you're becoming clingy or coming on too strong, that could be because you brought your daughter along for the very first meeting. And I found that very odd on your part. Now, if it was a situation that you couldn't you couldn't help, like you didn't have a babysitter or whatever, then I understand. But I'm just saying, from that person's perspective, the outsider looking in, I'm pretty sure that person was taken aback by it, like, whoa, okay, this is happening a little bit too fast. So, what I want you to do is a little experiment. For 1 week, I don't want you to contact this person in any way, shape, or form. No texting, no emailing, no phone calls, nothing, okay? I want you to give this person absolutely no type of communication. Now, what's going to happen is, all of a sudden, this person's going to be contacting you like, what's going on? Hey, how you doing? How's the baby? You know, wanting to know what's going on in your world, even though that person is claiming that you're being too clingy. Please, it happens all the time. So, I really want you to take this week off from this person and, like I said, engage in no type of conversation with this person. Now, you can listen to the voicemails, you can read the emails and the text, but don't engage in conversation in any way, shape, or form. Because within this week, you need to emotionally prioritize where you are and where you want to be. Now, I know that you still are feeling this person. I know that you're still hoping that something will come out of it. But if I know anything about Cancer women particularly, you already made up your mind what you're going to do. You just want somebody else's opinion to try to confirm what you already know what you're going to do. So I already know that you already have in mind what you think you're going to do. You're extremely self-critical, though, and I know that you're very intuitive, and you probably already have this idea in your head that things aren't going to really work out the way you think, but you're kind of still hoping that they will. So it's not that you don't know that maybe the situation isn't going to work out. It's that you hope that it will. And the thing about you is that you want what you can't have. So the fact that this person is coming at you some type of way, that makes you want to work harder to try to win this person over. But what you have to realize is it's not your job to do that. They have to prove themselves to you because you have a lot more to lose in terms of, opening yourself up emotionally. And plus you have your daughter to think about. It's not just you, okay? Don't let this person babysit your child because that doesn't make sense to me. How is it that he doesn't feel close enough to you to want a sexual relationship or a relationship at all, but he feels close enough and thinks enough of you to want to babysit your child? That doesn't make sense. So he has other stuff that he has to focus on. That's why I'm telling you, within this week, you just focus on yourself and do what you have to do. And if you can't work it out up here emotionally or in your heart, what I do when I'm going through something dramatic or I have a hard decision to make, write it out. And then make a list of pros and cons of the situation. One's going to outweigh the other. Because when you are going through so much emotional turmoil and you're going, you're going back and forth in your mind about what you want to do, sometimes it just helps to take a moment and write it out on a piece of paper and then write that list of pros and cons, and it'll really help you figure out what to do from this moment on, what you will and will not settle for. And like I said, because also you have your daughter to think about, so, just weighing all of these options will really help you to just write it out instead of just feeling everything and being an emotional wreck for weeks and weeks. I don't want you to do that, okay? I'm trying to get you to think logically, because right now I know all you're doing is feeling. You see what I'm saying? So that's the best advice I can give you. And if I haven't answered all of your questions, I apologize, but you can contact me again if you want. And for all of you out there, thank you for viewing my YouTube advice channel and for viewing this video. And if you have any questions, hit me up. Creative Writings 247, Yahoo, MySpace, YouTube. The username is all the same. Creative Writings 247. So that's about it. All right. Thanks, guys.